go to my description and there is a link for buy me a coffee, and I will do that happily. After that amazing video that I'm doing about the church, I'm going to light candles for the one who asked me. From the beginning of September until October 5. This is the tomb itself. I won't be able to go into the tomb while I'm taking a video. Then I will bless it next to it. The tomb used to be a cave, but that cave been destroyed so many times that not a lot left from that cave. From the entrance, I can show you. I know. I'm doing it for like 20 years now, Father. See, it didn't let me take a video. He actually once gave me a permit. I was the only one here, but usually he is not, then I'm not doing it. You can see the two chapels. The first one with the candle is the chapel of the angel who took care that no one will steal the body of Jesus. Behind it, there's another chapel. And that is the tomb itself. For me, I will put that cross right here. And later on, after I will finish the video, I will enter with the cross into the tomb and bless it on top of the tomb of Jesus. But for the video, this is the closest place. Behind us, oh wow! You can hear or you can see the ceremony, but look at the middle. Usually this is the Holy of the Holy. This is usually the place that closed. It's hidden from the disciples. Only the priests enter. And this time it's opened, and let me be quiet for like a minute. Didn't want to disturb the prayer, the ceremony, but according to tradition, see that table behind it, there's a round kind of a table. That is, according to tradition, the center of the word, according to the Greek Orthodox. Now let me show you another tomb here. You know that that structure is new. It's from the 19th century. It's been destroyed a few times. But there is a tomb here from the time of Jesus. It's not Jesus' tomb, but it is from his time. We enter into a chapel in the most important church ever. That doesn't look like it's the most important church ever, isn't it? And still, before someone will come, here there are tombs. And sadly, I didn't bring the flashlight with me, but there are niches in it. And that's how they used to bury the Jews at that time. I mean, rich one. The rest been buried in just in the ground. The idea is to have kind of a family tomb. It was cut in the rock itself, and there were so few niches. let's say 5 niches. And they used to bury the dead. And when the 6th one died, there was no space for him. They opened the oldest niche, kuch in Hebrew, and they used to take the bones out, put the bones in a small ossuary, a small box, and then they could bury someone else. It's important for us because of a few reasons. The first one, to show the one who doesn't believe that, or don't believe that the church of the Holy Sepulchre is the correct church. I want them to understand that here, there are tombs from Jesus' time. Then that place was outside the wall at the time of Jesus. That church was built 400 years after Jesus died, 300 years after Jesus died. In that case, it's the church is new. And think about your city. Your city is, I don't know if your city is 2,000 years ago, but old, but you can understand what will happen to the city. There are cemeteries in Tel Aviv that are now in the center of the city, but it used to be 3 hours walking from Tel Aviv. Today it's part of the city. Then there are tombs here. The second thing that is important for me that you will understand that Jesus was buried in such a tomb, just like that. Now, if that was the garden of Joseph of Arimathea, then who's that tomb belongs to? Because Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb. We believe that that is the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea and maybe Nakdimon as well, who actually gave Jesus their own tomb. Now, why that chapel looks like it's been destroyed? Because there are people still fighting who owns that place. At 1808, it actually burned down, just like most of the church. This time, not by the enemies, by the Christians themselves. You can see a little bit of the hash here. And now there's a huge debate who owns it. The Syrianic church, or the Armenians, or you got the message. Until then we'll find out who holds it. I'm not sure that they will maintain it, which is a little bit sad for me, a little bit. But there is it's beautiful as well, and because it's Joseph of Arimathea tomb, and it is important for us. Let's bless the cross right here. And we just went out of Joseph of Arimathea tomb, and you can see the Jesus tomb as well. That tomb belongs to the Greek Orthodox, and I'm sure that some of you already been in Israel before the pandemic. Then you know that the line was started from here, went all the way around the tomb, and actually went all the way out. Something like 3 or 4 hours. And now there's no line. We reach the Catholic part, another Catholic part of the church. In that place, Mary Magdalene. Jesus, he thought that he was the gardener. That is where Mary Magdalene stood. And that is where Jesus was standing. To see the beautiful modern statue of it here. But I love actually that art. Look how beautiful it is together with the church. The marking stone of the Catholic, there are a few marking stones here, is in that chapel, but it's closed. You can see the Jerusalem cross. And someone asked me about that. Those are the two hands of one of Jesus and one of San Francisco's, together with the stigmata. It's the symbol of the Franciscans who are keeping the sites of the Holy Land here.